హాయ్ హలో వెల్కమ్ టు ఆన్లైన్ టెక్నాలజీ ట్యుటోరియల్స్ ఇన్ తెలుగు ASP.NET MVC కోర్ ట్యుటోరియల్లో పార్ట్గా ఈరోజు మనం టెంప్ డేటా యొక్క ఫంక్షనాలిటీని ఏ విధంగా ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయొచ్చు బై యూజింగ్ కీప్ అండ్ పీక్ మెథడ్స్ ద్వారా. అంటే టెంప్ డేటా అనేటువంటి మెకానిజంకి ఉన్నటువంటి లిమిటేషన్ ఏంటి? టెంప్ డేటా యొక్క లిమిటేషన్ ఏంటంటే మనం టెంప్ డేటాని ఉపయోగించి డేటాని అమాంగ్ ద మల్టిపుల్ యాక్షన్స్ మధ్య షేర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. కానీ అదే డేటాని మనం అమాంగ్ ద మల్టిపుల్ రిక్వెస్ట్ మధ్య కనుక మనం డేటాని షేర్ చేసుకుందాం అనుకున్నట్టయితే టెంప్ డేటా అనేటువంటిది మనకి ఉపయోగపడదు. సో అదే టెంప్ డేటా యొక్క లిమిటేషన్. సో ఆ లిమిటేషన్ ఓవర్కమ్ చేస్తూ మనకు వచ్చిందే సెషన్. కానీ టెంప్ డేటాని మనం అమాంగ్ ద రిక్వెస్ట్ మధ్య కూడా డేటాని షేర్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఉపయోగించుకోవాలనుకున్నట్టయితే కనుక దెన్ మనం ఈ కీప్ అండ్ పీక్ అనేటువంటి ఈ రెండు మెథడ్స్ ఉపయోగించి టెంప్ డేటా యొక్క ఫంక్షనాలిటీని మనం ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయొచ్చు. అది ఎలాగో ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం. సో ఫస్ట్ ఒక ASP.NET MVC కోర్ అప్లికేషన్ తీసుకోండి. C# ఆల్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్స్, ASP.NET Core Web App. Click on Next. Just provide the project name. Click on Next button. Select the framework here and uncheck this configure for HTTPS and check the do not use top level statement checkbox here. If it is already checked, just keep it as it is. Now click on create button. Okay, now the default template project is created here. Now let us add one controller. Right click on the controllers folder, add controller, select MVC controller empty, select MVC controller empty here and provide the name as product controller.cs. Okay, click on add button. Okay, here remove the existing index action, public I action result. Just I am using one name called 1. Okay, now let us create one temp data variable here inside the 1, v1 equal to v1 inside the 1. Okay, now just either you can remove this return statement or you can comment this. Okay, now let us add one more action, I action result 2. Here I am going to access temp data v1 equal to temp data v1 plus inside the 2. I concatenated it. Now return view. Once request is sent to the controller action 1, okay, product controllers action 1, then it creates temp data variable v1 with this string, and after that it transfers the control or you can say redirect to, okay, redirect to action 2. Right, once the controller is sent to product controllers action 1, then it creates temp data variable v1 with this value and the control is transferred to action 2. Then inside the action 2, again we are going to refer the temp data variable v1, and here this temp data variable is concatenated with another string called inside the 2. It is modified. Next, return view. Now this return view statement returns 2.cshtml. Okay, now add 2.cshtml to display the temp data variable v1. So right click on the 2, add view, razor view, view name 2. Okay, no template. We are using empty template here. So use layout as it is. Click on add button. Now inside this 2.cshtml, read temp data variable h2 @ temp data v1. So here we are reading the value of v1 and that is displayed by h2. Right. Now execute the application and raise the request to product controllers action 1. So in the URL type /product/1. So request is sent to product controllers action 1, but it is redirected to action 2. Now you are getting the output from 2.cshtml. Okay, so inside the 2.cshtml it is displaying v1's value. So what is the value of v1? v1 inside the 1. Okay, it represents that v1 is created inside the v1, and later this string represents that okay, it is added inside the action 2 or while executing the action 2. Okay, so for v1 this string is assigned by action 1, and for v1 this string is concatenated by action 2. So this is one request. Okay, one round trip it is, right? You raised the request to action 1 and you got the output from action 2 through 2.cshtml. So request and response, it is totally over. Okay, now keep this view as it is and take the URL from the browser. Okay, here this address bar, URL bar, and take one more tab and paste it. It means you are sending request to action 2 once again. So what is the state of action 2 here? In this action 2 there is a variable named v1, okay, which is created by temp data, okay, with this content. Okay, so now send the request to action 2. See here, we are unable to access previous request data of the action 2. Action 2 contains v1 value like this, but whenever you raise the request to action 2, here see you are getting only inside the 2. We are missing this one. Okay, so here this v1 is created once again. The v1 is created once again here. So the temp data is unable to preserve data among the multiple requests of the same action. Right. Now how to solve this problem? Right. Now simple. See here, once you accessed the temp data variable, after that just add temp data dot keep v1. That's all. Okay, so what is the internal functionality of keep? I'm not going to explain here. Okay, just I want to show you this functionality as simple as. Okay, so that's why once you accessed the temp data variables value, after that immediately call temp data dot keep of v1. Okay, I mean that variable name. That's all. Now execute the application once again. In the URL type product/1. Right, so this is one request and one response. Now take the URL and open the tab and raise the request to action 2. See that previous request data v1 inside the 1 inside the 2. This is the data of the first request. Now in the second request, see here, v1 inside the 1, inside the 2. This is first request data. Now first request data is concatenated with inside the 2. This is now. Type one more time. This is third request. So first request data plus second request data plus, and this is third request data. Okay. So this is the one of the way, okay, how to extend the functionality of temp data, okay, to keep the data among the multiple requests. Okay. Next. Then how to use the peek method? Simple. Here comment this temp data dot keep. Okay. So here you modified the temp data variables value. Okay. Temp data v1 equal to temp data v1 plus inside the 2. Right. Now, wherever you are reading the temp data variables value, there read that value by using peek method. So instead of accessing this v1 directly, here I am going to use temp data dot peek v1. That's all. Okay. So if you put the mouse pointer over the peek, simply see, returns an object that contains the element. That element is associated with the specific key. So here it returns the value of the v1. Okay. I am not going to explain the insights of the peek. Okay. What happens inside whenever you call the peek? That is not the point here. I want to keep my data. I want to preserve my temp data among the multiple requests. Okay. Now let us save. Just execute one more time. Product/1. First request, one round trip. Now take the URL and open the tab, second tab, and raise the request to action 2. See that? First request data plus second request data. This is first request data of the v1. Now this is second. Okay. Now take the URL one more time and open one more tab. See. First request data, second request, and third request. Suppose if you raise the request one more time to the action 2, then third request data plus this is concatenated in the fourth request. Okay. So each time it is adding this action 2, concatenating this word. Okay, I mean this line, inside the 2, inside the 2, inside the 2, that is. Okay. So if you observe this is first request data, this is second request data, this is third request data, and this is fourth request data. Okay. So by using this keep method and peek method, the temp data able to preserve the data among multiple requests. So this is the important point. If you put the mouse pointer over the peek, see, please observe this. The peek returns an object, remember. Okay. Next. Whereas if you put the mouse pointer over the keep, okay, see this. The return type of keep is void. Remember, it returns nothing. Okay. That. So this is the way how to extend the functionality of temp data by using keep and peek methods. I hope you like this content. So please like and share this video and subscribe my channel OTT IT. Thank you all of you.